In this tutorial, we are going to learn about how to create enemy AI, or adding artificial intelligence to the enemies inside our level. To do that, we're going to learn about two things. Actually, it's the navigation system, or the Navmesh in Unity, and the Navmesh agent. So the navigation, or the Navmesh, is where we define the path and the layout of the level, so the agent know exactly where the area it can walk and the area that he should not walk on them. And also we can give different costs for different passages. For example, we can have a road that is full of stones and dirt, which is going to be rough to walk on, while we have another paved way. So we can give them weight, so the agent will know that going through the paved road is much easier than crossing through the dirt over the stone. The first thing we're going to do is to go to Window and then to Navigation. So we will have the Navmesh controls here. Then we need to select our terrain or our plane. So let's select the terrain. Then the first thing we need to check is the navigation static. That means this is a static. Then we have generate off mesh links. We're going to leave this for now, but this is going to allow us to add links between different platforms. So for example, if we have a room, for example, or a building, and it has a roof on the top of it where the agent can walk on the top of the roof, and then we have another roof next to that one, and there is a little gap, so we can tell the agent that he can jump through these two roofs, for example. For now, we're not going to generate them. We'll look into this later, but we're going to mark our area for the terrain as a walkable, and then hit big. This should bring us with, when it's done, with a complete blue area. Actually, I need to remove this before I pick again, because I used to have this area. So this is why it became white, because I was testing. So let me just remove this object, and also this one. So initially, when you hit pick on the terrain, you should get all blue area, which represent the area that the agent can walk on. Note here the mountains that I have created. Currently they are white. Why is that? If we go to back, you will be able to set other properties, like for example the agent radius, which is the area that will keep us some gap between the edges, and also the agent height. So anything is lower than 2, the agent will not actually go through. So for example, if we have a door that is less than 2, the intelligent agent will not try to go through it. Then we have the max slope, and here, as you see, it's set to around 20. Let's say it's just 20 degrees. That means here, as you see, that represent the angle. So anything is steeper than 20 degrees, the agent will not be able to walk. And this, as you can see here in the mountains, this is why they are white, because they are higher than 20 degree. So the mesh for them by default they are not walkable. And then we have more options for the off mesh lengths. We're going to leave them. We're going also to leave the advanced properties, and by default we will have 3 areas: walkable, not walkable, and jump. But for now we're just going to have only walkable area, and as you see, it's the blue area. Now we need to add an agent. to add an agent, let's just add the standard actually intelligent agent, which is in the standard assets characters, which we already imported. Then third person, and then we go to prefabs and AI third person, drag drop this person here. Okay, and then now this agent, as if you look on the inspector, you will see that it already has a rigid body, it has an animator, it has a collider, and it has a Navmesh agent and some script as well. These scripts is going to control its behavior as a third person controller, but this Navmesh is going to control its behavior as an intelligent agent that able to navigate through the Navmesh areas. We can set some size for the Navmesh. Currently I will keep this as default, but as you can see here in the view, that this is the capsule here, that is the collider, and the cylinder outside is the agent. We can keep also the default value for now, like speed. This is the speed that the agent will follow its target, the angular speed, the speed that it will turn left and right and steer its movement. Acceleration, it's how fast it's going to speed up to the maximum speed. And the stopping distance, how far from the distance it will stop. Also we're going to have some obstacle avoidance, high quality. We will keep it for now. That means it will try to avoid obstacles as much as is possible. So here as well, with the pathfinding, we have the area mask saying everything. So that is it. We will see that we will have the walkable, not walkable, and jump. So we can mask this agent if we wish, or if we don't want him to, or if we want him to ignore a specific area. Now, to make this agent to work, we need to tell the target that he needs to follow. So here's our main character that we are going to control. Let's bring the character here and drag drop the character to be the target for the agent. Here's the target. It's waiting for input. So let's take our main character and plug it in here. And when we run, you see that, okay, currently it's trying actually to find my character, but it's not moving correctly. This is because of the distance between the agent and the ground, when it considers itself on the ground. So here we will go to ground check distance, and we will set it to 0.4 to make him reach the ground faster, and now it works. If I try to move, he will be following me, and he's really annoying, and he's very fast as well. You can ignore this cube as well. This is also a test. I will show you how we can make also other obstacles to follow the player, but basically we do the same thing. We just create a box and attach an Navmesh component to it, and then set the target. Almost the same concept here. So that's for the enemy. We can actually import the mix ammo character. So this is my mix ammo character here that I have imported. So let's go find the character. If I drag this one here, and if I go back again to the standard assets, and if I go to characters, third person, then third person controllers, script, AI character, drag drop it on this one, he will have all the details that he needs to be a character. And again, I'm just going to make this 0.4. and then I'm going to also to give it a target as I did with the previous agent. So here is my target, and now this character from mix ammo also will look like, oops, that happen because if the rigid body is actually collagen. My character has a rigid body, but I need to disable it when it hits objects or other rigid body, otherwise it will be like any rigid object that is going to have a force applied to it, so it will jump. This is what happened here. But ignoring that, actually we see that the character that we imported from mix ammo is not really moving. It's just following, and it's static. Actually, it's not doing any run or jump animation. That is because if we look at the animator, it has no controller. Here, if I select this one, it has no controller. We can actually attach a controller to it, so maybe we attach the same AI controller. So we're going to go to standard assets again, characters, and then third person animator, and then third person controller, and this will allow our Mixamo character actually also to run and move. Okay, I can work on this problem that makes my character jumps, and on the code what I need to do is just to detect if it's collide with something. Just ignore that force, just don't apply any force on my character. I need the rigid body component on my character, otherwise it will not be able to collide with other objects in the scene, because this is a Unity requirement that one object at least has to have a rigid body and a collider attached to it. So this is for you to begin with the Navmesh component. I will extend this tutorial and more details how you can add characters with custom animation. Like for example, if you would like to have a zombie, then you will have different walk or different run animation you want to play on them. We will discuss this in later tutorial, but for now, understanding just the basics of the Navmesh component and the agents. But going back to the Navmesh component, we know how to create paths on the terrain. But let's say, for example, we don't want the character to go through these objects here. We can actually select those ones as well. So I'm just going to select them, and then I'm going to go to object and mark them as static again, and then I'm going to set them not walkable and hit back. Every time you change something on the Navmesh, you need to hit back again. And now, as you can see, around these objects we have got some wide distance. That means the agent will no longer be able to come across these areas because I mark them as now walkable. You can also create passages, whatever you wish for your Navmesh. And actually what we can do as well is to add more roads for that. So here, let's say for example we want to add dirt, and this will cost the agent 3. That means it's very difficult, or maybe 5. Let's make it, because normal road is just 2, is just 1, so this is more costly roads to go through. And then if I just bring a new plane, for example, to or just a cube actually, and squash this cube and stretch it to create an area that represents my dirt road. So can add it here. Okay, and then I'm going to mark this as static, and then it's walkable, but it's dirt is going to be okay, and then hit back. Just wait, and now as you can see here in the area, this is purple color, and it has given it's the purple color. So now this area will cost the agents actually more to go through it. So let me just put my main character here and try to see where, and this character, this agent, I will put it one agent here and one agent right on the middle, maybe, or just opposite my character, and see what the agent will choose, either to go through all the way through the blue, or they're going to cross the dirt. If they're going to cross the dirt, that means going from here to here with cost of 5 is less expensive than going through all the way here with cost of 1. Okay, because remember, that's the built-in blue is cost 1, and the one I created cost 5. So which is cheaper, to go from here to here with this distance with cost 5, or to go all the way here with cost 1? And for this is the same, is to go directly here in straight line with cost of 5, or to go here with cost of 1. So let's see what my character will choose. Oh, you see, both of them, they have chosen to go through the 1. If I reduce the cost to 2, maybe some of them will try to cross the dirt. Yes, so this one tried actually to cross the dirt. The last thing is the cube. As you can see, the cube, I can make object also to follow me, not just characters, and that is also very straightforward by creating a cube. And the cube in the inspector will have a Navmesh agent attached to it. And again, the Navmesh is, the purpose of the Navmesh is to tell the object how to navigate, okay, but it doesn't tell the object where to navigate. So to tell this object, or this cube that we have created, that we wanted to actually navigate to reach this character, we need to add a script. And I have added a script file for you. It's just basic script. It's called follow, and as you see here, I'm just going to have a target and a destination, and then I'm just going to retrieve the Navmesh component that attached to this object. On the start, when this object initialized, I'm going to get a reference to the agent, and then initialize the destination to be the agent current destination, where is the agent position. So it's just on its position, so there is no new destination. Then in the update function, I will calculate the distance between the target position, that is my target, which is my main character, and the destination where is currently the agent or the object exists. So if this distance between this cube and this character is greater than 1, then I will need to set the new destination for the cube, because it's too far away, it's more than 1, and then the agent destination will be updated. And according to that, it's automatically then for me, it will automatically for me actually makes the agents move. So all I need to tell is just to update the agent destination value. That is what I want, and this is the destination where I want my finally my character. So in the script, all you need to do is just to actually update the agent destination where you want the agent to, and the script that attach through the component Navmesh agent will handle how to navigate and reach that target. If the target is less than 1, as you see here, again, let's go back here, sorry, inspector. Yes, here, if the distance between this one and the target is less than 1, nothing will happen, because I will assume that the agent is too close to the target. That is for this tutorial. We will talk more in another tutorial about how to add mesh links or add moving obstacles or adding a customized animation to the character, so you can have a different kind of walks run that is going to suit you the type of enemies that you are creating. Don't forget to if you want to use obstacles or objects to follow, here's the script. You can pause the video and write the script for you in C#. And thank you.